Hello there guys, we're back on gravel. Wasn't expecting to be able to do any videos today because today is the day where, well, it's one of the days where my cleaning lady normally comes and cleans the apartment, and she's here all bloody day. Takes her ages, but she hasn't turned up, and my wife sent me a message saying she's sick and she's not coming, so I thought, yeah, get on the Xbox. Whereas normally if she's here, I don't really like recording videos. I did a comments on comments while she was here once. It just feels weird. But she doesn't speak any English, so she wouldn't understand anything I'm saying. But I'm not going to sit here playing Xbox while she's cleaning around me. That would be weird. So anyway, I started off just doing some videos for my business. And the internet went down and my computer stopped recording because I've got a problem with one of my adapters. So I thought, well, sod this. I'm going to go and play some gravel. So here we are. So straight back into where I was before. Should I try a different car? I've used this one a bit now, haven't I? So what is this one? It's what's that? The Buckshot. Don't know what that is. Never heard of it. Let's go for something that's nice and beefy. I'll go for the Buckshot. See what it's like. So this is rear-wheel drive. It's got a huge bloody engine. 7,400 cc. That's a bit large. Is this a real vehicle? Does this exist? So it's a V8 turbo. What I was just in there was the KTM, which is 248 horsepower. This is 1,300. Let's give it a crack, see what it's like. What liveries do we have? It's a bit of a beast, isn't it? Bit of a beast. I go with that one. Right, let's see what we've got then. I really hope it's not one of those ridiculous checkpoint things. Ah, shit. I was going to up it to difficult, the difficulty to hard, because I think that this discipline, anyway, seemed too easy on medium from the videos that I made yesterday. So I was going to crank it up to hard, but I just missed it. I've just pressed the button, so I'll probably do that at the beginning of the next one. So we've got a little bit of tarmac. That's nice. And a speed cross. I don't know what speed cross is.
At Gravel Channel, we're famous for spectacular races. However, today we are taking it back to the classics.
Is it going to take my breath away?
Some wild drivers, and the first across the finish line takes the...
Let's just go. Let's just go. Right then, we're going to skip this little intro. We've got a bit of a beast of a vehicle. Let's see what it can do. Which way have I got to go? I've got to go down the left side. Oh, shit. Oh, that was a bit of a mess, wasn't it? Right, come on then, I am a giant. Well, hey, ooh, got a brake, got a brake. Slip around here, tight corner coming up, brake. We're gonna stay away from my handbrake. I think you just slow down soon as you start drifting. I might treat myself to a little bit of drifting if I'm not in front. I really needed to be on hard. Look at that, halfway around the first of 4 laps. Not driving very well at all. I'm already in first place, so definitely coming to hard difficulty at the end of this. Tight bend, so slowed down a bit too much there, but I'm still very comfortably in first. This vehicle is too big for the camera, it really is. And this is far chase, I think. It's not near chase, let's just check. Oh no, it wasn't, it was near chase. So now I'm on far chase. This is better, because the vehicle just seemed too big. Still down brake around this. I thought it was a car about to overtake me then, but it was the shadow of the helicopter. Tell you what, I'm not sure if I like this this view, a little bit too far away. As soon as I get around this this bend, I'm going to change it to cockpit and have a crack on that for a bit. So after this bend, we'll do it on the long straight. There we go, it's only one press away. Right, let's have a crack on this for a bit. I expected this to be a lot longer straight than it is, but it's not. Braking a bit too hard there for that corner. Here we go, back in the game. Don't want to hit those tyres, nice. Oh, whoops. They're not that far behind me, are they? I keep getting the little arrows, the proximity arrows, so they're only just there. Slow down for this corner. Handbrake around this one. Maybe didn't need to have a handbrake around this one. Oh, go on. Yeah. I tell you, this game's brilliant on a steering wheel. It really is. But I can't bother to get my steering wheel out. And it, as I said on the previous video as well, it's not got force feedback, which is a bit crap. But I've been looking at that controller, you know, that one that's like the old speed wheel on the 360? I don't know if it's actually out yet. Can you buy it yet? I'm not sure. I know it's out soon, if it's not out already. But I've been looking at that, and I'm thinking about getting that. I really liked the speed wheel. Obviously, there's no force feedback, and it's just you're holding it in the air a bit like a bit like a Nintendo Wii controller. But I liked it on the previous one, and I really, really hope that it works on the TT game. The Isle of Man TT, because I love that. It's absolutely brilliant. If you haven't played it, you want to play it. It's the best motorcycle racing game I've ever played. But weirdly, it's only good when you're in like cockpit view, first person view. When you're in far chase camera, it's not very good. But the sensation of speed when you're in cockpit view is absolutely brilliant. Most of the tracks are a bit short, not all that great, but the main track, the main TT course, is absolutely brilliant. So I didn't drive very good there, and I got first place. So definitely before the next race, I'm going to put it up on hard.
If you didn't faint watching this race,
I didn't faint. I hope that none of my subscribers fainted whilst watching that race. I'm sure you're all okay. What a bloody idiot. He does say some nonsense. Why has it put me over here? Right, so I was in King of Buggies. 15 of 18, so 3 more stars to go, and then we've completed this discipline, so let's jump in and do the last one. I've got to remember to... Oh, it's a tournament, so there's going to be a series of races. So we are in a new area by the looks of it. So got to remember to crank it up to the more difficult setting. Shall I go with the Bookshot again? Shall I try something I've not tried yet? So I really like the KTM, but I've raced that a few times now. The Bookshot is definitely the most powerful of these. So what other options do we have? I mean, these 3, they look shit. Let's be honest. Let's just be honest here. They look crap. But I'm going to go with one of them. Which one? This one's 4-wheel drive. 900. This one's 4-wheel drive 925. This one's just rear-wheel drive. It's 170. I'm going to go with this Polaris thing. I don't like this vehicle. I think it looks too flimsy and small. It looks like a golf cart. It doesn't look like something that should be on the same track as a KTM, that is for sure. Let's have a look if we can spice it up a little bit with some paint. We'll go with that one. Right, race options. I remembered. Difficulty, hard. So our options are... Oh, is that it? Oh no, we got very hard. So we got very easy, easy, medium, hard, very hard. So I've been on medium during this playthrough. I'm now going to go up to hard. So I've got brakes, auto brakes off. Traction I've got medium. I can have low or off. I'm going to keep it on medium. Semi-automatic, no driver line thing, and just cosmetic on the damage. I'm definitely not having damage. So I'm going to keep that as my settings for now. If I'm winning easily on hard, I'll crank up something else, or I'll turn down some of the assists. So let's go and see what this little golf cart is like. I know it's not a golf cart, but it looks too fragile. It's too small. It's a little bit boxy, but I'll give it a crack and see what happens. Come on. It's a bit weird how you have to sit through this loading screen, and then you've got to sit through this one. So that was loading the loading screen. Now the loading screen is loaded. I've got to wait for it to load the actual track itself. So I think this is going to be a nice one because it's nice. It's out in the open. It's the beach. It's the sea. There's a lovely lighthouse. So I think this is going to look better.
Peace and quiet on holiday, but we can assure you that is not us. Welcome to...
Well, he's saying different stuff now, isn't he? He's not just saying this will take your breath away. Right then, come on. Oh, it's a bit feisty off the line there. It's got a nice bit of grip. going to go with this camera for a bit. It looks like I'm playing bloody Mario Kart. Look how tiny it is. If I hit anything, I'm just going to fall over. Get off. Get off. Now this looks like playing Baja Edge of Control. I bloody love that game. I know I've said it before, but I'll say it again. When that game, it was on the 360, and that was the only options, I kept my Xbox 360 under my TV for absolutely ages, just so I could play Baja. And every single day I used to log into my Xbox, hoping that it was on backwards compatibility. It never was. And then they brought out the updated HD version, and I was a happy chappy. I could throw my Xbox 360 into the closet and just play on my Xbox One. And when they updated it, you used to get stuck on other people's wheels a lot. Now that does happen on this game as well. Sometimes you have to just brake just to get off the other people's back. And that happened in the original Baja, but it didn't happen in the remake, so they'd obviously addressed that issue. So it plays a lot better on the remake than it did on the original, but I bloody love that game. It's so nice to play. And these courses that are a bit bigger, these are quite narrow checkpoints, aren't they? But these courses that are a bit bigger are very similar to Baja Edge of Control. If you've never played that, then play it. It's absolutely awesome. I think it's better than this, to be honest. But this is newer. It's different. Where's the track going? It's this way. This tiny little thing sounds like a lawnmower. It's too small. It sounds like... I don't know if you can preload your springs or anything like that. I haven't tried. I'll try it on the next jump, see if we can get some bounce. Look at this, I'm on hard and I'm miles in front of everybody. And I haven't driven particularly... can I bounce? I don't think so. On Baja, you can preload your springs and bounce by flicking the thumbstick up and down. Not very realistic, really, but it means that you can go right up in the air. But normally when you land, you brake the bottom of your car and you have to pull into a pit stop to fix it. What the hell's that thing over there? Is that like a shipwreck? Yeah, everyone else is off the mini-map. So even at my level of driving, in this golf cart of a car, when I've got KTMs and whatever that bookshop thing was, driving alongside me, they're gone. This difficulty setting is obviously not hard. Whoa, what was that? What happened there? Not very stable, this vehicle, is it? So we're on 82%. We're about to hit some water that's going to slow us down considerably. But not an issue. Ah, look, they're appearing behind me on the mini-map. So I'm pretty confident that I'm going to maintain my lead for the next little stretch down to the finish line. So yeah, I'm not worried. Not worried at all. Oh, we had a bit of option there. I think I probably should have gone the other way. Oh, bugger! I'm going off track. It's okay. I'm not going to rewind. I'm thinking. Oh, bugger! Oh, I should have rewound. I'm not going to get him back, and a rewind would definitely not take me back far enough to be able to recover that. But I do feel a little bit cleaner that I didn't do any rewinding. So second place because of my stupid going off course at the end. But it's a tournament,
Let's
so it's...
enjoy this race together, and don't be too sad.
So, Andrew Jackman, he's in first, so I've got to get in front of him. That's a shit car, it really is. I would like to change to the KTM, but I don't think it's going to give me the option halfway through a tournament, so I think I'm stuck with this horrible little buggy. But it's nice to try out other stuff, isn't it? So we'll just stick with this for a bit, see how it goes. Oh, I've just remembered I'm making coffee. Right. I'm going to run down and get the coffee while he does the intro, hopefully before the load screen is finishes. See you in a bit.
There are those who come to enjoy peace and quiet on holiday, but we can assure you that is not us. Welcome to Namibia, off-road fans. Here, in one of the wildest places on Earth, Gravel Channel has set up shop for the off-road masters. We hope you're pumped, because the next race is about to start.
Oh my goodness me. Right, there's now coffee all the way up the stairs. Never mind. I'm sure Filippo will clean that up when he gets home at 5 o'clock. My shoes are squeaky on this floor, aren't they? Right, I'm back in time. Can I change my car? Race options. Right. Should we go on very hard? It doesn't feel like I should be on very hard. I'll leave it on hard because I'm behind, aren't I? Because I did that stupid thing. Right. Oh, I haven't been in here before, so I can fiddle around with my suspension and my this stuff and that and this. I don't understand really what I'd be doing. I'd probably just ruin the car completely. But if you are a little bit more of a petrol head than I am, which is quite possible, then you can fiddle around with shit in here. Look, shall we have a look at one? Let's have a look at this. Look at that. Well, we have a lot of options. Bloody hell. So, slow bump, slow rebound, fast rebound, stiffness, anti-roll, blah-de-blah-de-blah. My goodness. Well, I'm sure some of you guys are quite excited to see all this. Lovely jubbly. Oh, check all that shit out then. So yeah, you guys that a bit. My coffee looks bloody horrible. That looks way too weak. Let's give it a taste. That's not too bad actually. That's all right. Thank goodness it's good old Colombian coffee that is not too bad, even though I've obviously not put enough in the machine. Right, let's start. I'll tell you what, I've had this coffee machine for absolutely ages, and I have no idea how much coffee to water I should put in it. I really have no idea. So what I do, I just tip a load of coffee in, pour a load of water in and press the button. With no measurements, no consistency whatsoever. And sometimes I have a cup of coffee that looks like piss. And then other times I have a cup of coffee which is like soup. It's like, hey, you bitch. I'm rewinding that. So yeah, I really ought to learn that whatever amount of water is however many spoons of coffee. Is that it? I'm gonna do it again, aren't I? No, I'm not. I'm alright. Ah! Whoa! I come out of that a lot better than he did. Let's have a look. See you later, mate. That's what you get for scratching my paint. I'm not going in that bloody water. It slows you down way too much. Yeah, this is very much looking like Baja Edge of Control at the moment. I might get back into that actually. I'm pretty sure on the Xbox 360 I totally completed it. Oh shit. Right, I'm stuck in the rocks, I've got to rewind. I totally completed it on the Xbox 360, and since I've had it on here, on the Xbox One, I'm not sure if I've completed everything. I think I have, but I might do it again. When I really like a game, I do tend to complete everything and then delete it all and then do it again. I've done that several times over with Civilization Resolution. So, there we go. I'm thinking of Partridge. I evolve, but I don't revolve. We're having a little coffee break, so just talk amongst yourselves. So anyway, yeah, on Civ Rev, it is Civilization Revolution. I absolutely love that game. I've played quite a few of the other ones on the computer. I really can't get into them, but that one on the console, I think is bloody awesome. I really do like it. So I played it, completed it, got all the achievements. I actually completed it in every race that you can to gold level, beating every other race that you can. So that's the maximum you possibly can do on the game. So I did all of that. Then I deleted everything and I did it all again. And then my sister went on holiday with her kids. They were quite young at the time. And I stayed at their house looking after their cat. And my nephew's Xbox, I played it on his. And I completed, within the week there was away, I completed everything you could on there as well. So yeah, I don't know why. I just really, really like it. I think it's such a well-made game. So I've played it to death. But it's still on my favourites. I don't know if it's in here. Let's have a look. Let's see if it's on my go-to quickly games. Is it? Yeah, there it is. Look, Civ Rev. I haven't played it for quite a long time, but it's still in there. But yeah, awesome game. Probably my most favourite game of all time. Maybe followed by Final Fantasy VIII, which I liked at the time, but I've been looking at the remake, and I'm not so sure. I think the backgrounds look all shitty, and they've done like all the character maps again, but like the world is all pixelated. I'm not sure. I don't know if I'm going to buy it or not. I'm definitely going to get the updated Final Fantasy VII, and I'll see. I'll see. And I did notice in the store at the moment, for those people that haven't noticed this is just a short break from the racing while we have a look in the Xbox store. So in here at the moment, they've got a sale on for, let's go up to deals. They've got a sale on for Square Enix, and Final Fantasy X-2 is in here. Is it gone? Oh no, there it is. Squeenix sale. So yeah, Final Fantasy X-2, this is on sale. And I think I completed that. I don't know whether they've updated it. It was HD at the time, wasn't it? So I don't think they're going to have changed anything. But I think it's going to be exactly the same as it was. It is, isn't it? It's going to be just the same as it was before. Let's have a look at some screenshots. So I don't know whether they've remastered the remastered version, because it was already HD when it came out, whenever it came out. But I liked this. And is this Final Fantasy X and X-2 mixed together? I'm pretty sure it is. There's Final Fantasy VIII, look. It's only $15.99, but I don't know. I really don't know. And I'm not sure about this. I think the next one that's coming out, where they've changed everything, I'm going to hang on for that. And I think quite a lot of people might have bought this one thinking it's that one, thinking it's the one that's not yet ready. But I played 8 before I played 7. So because 8 was so amazing compared to everything else out at the time, that was my favourite. Then I played 7. But for those people who played 7 first, that was amazing to everything else at the time. So I think for those people, 7's their favourite, then they played 8. But I preferred 8. I think it looked incredible. But I'll play it again. I will play it again. But I don't know if I want to buy this one. Do I, don't I? Should I, shouldn't I? I'm really not sure. Hello, Squall, you moody bastard. Right, let's have a think about this. Should I buy this game? It was brilliant, wasn't it? Although you just spend hours drawing stuff. This is possibly the only game I've ever played where in the morning I've jumped out of bed to go and get back on it. But I don't know whether it's going to be as good as the first time round, because the first time round you do your Shiva. Are they GFs in this or summons? They're GFs, aren't they, in this one? You do your Shiva thing, and it's like, wow, that looks fucking incredible. It's better than anything I've ever seen on a game. I think before this, those guys that are as old as me, if you remember back to the days of PlayStation 1, remember Pandemonium? Oh my God, that looked incredible. That game is the reason I first bought a PlayStation 1. I was working at Domino's Pizza at the time. My mate Owen bought his PlayStation in, and he got Worms and he had Pandemonium. And we played on Pandemonium, and it just looked amazing compared to anything we'd ever seen. Previous to that, we'd got games like Gauntlet and a Tic Attack and all those top-down things, or, Chucky Egg and stuff, platformers, and we'd not seen anything that was really good 3D. And then Pandemonium just blew me away, and I was like, right, I'm buying a PS1. So I immediately, next payday, I went out and bought a PS1, and I forgot about this card game. So the next payday, I went and bought a PS1 with Worms and with Pandemonium and a couple of other games. I think I got Tekken as well. And that was the beginning of my console experience. Before that, I had an Atari Lynx. Anybody remember those? So yeah, I had a Game Boy, obviously, with Tetris, as everybody did. And then I had the Atari Lynx with the Olympic Games thing in it. It weren't called Olympic Games, but there was like a surfing game and stuff. I can't remember what it was called. Is that it? Is that all the screenshots? I liked this a lot. It does suck a lot of hours, but I mean, obviously they've got new character maps. I've watched a couple of the YouTube videos of people comparing the two. These FMV sequences, I mean, they were good enough in the original for them to just reuse them. I don't like how they didn't do they didn't make all the backgrounds nice and fresh and new. So I'm not sure. I might buy that. It is 10 and 10.2, just like the original was. And what do you think, guys? Mentally tell me, whilst you're watching this video in the future, after I've recorded it, should I press this button or not? So tell me, go back in time and let me know, yes or no, should I buy this game? I think you're right. let's do it. We're going to buy it. So, Final Fantasy VIII. That's going back a bit, isn't it? I did like it. I've got a lot of games that I never play and probably never will play. So that's that done. But if we go over to my games, and if we go over to my ready to install, so I've got 171 installed, and I've only got 94. Hang on, what's going on? Oh no, it's just because I jumped to apps by mistake. So yeah, a lot of these I've never even looked at. But I really should. So there's another one for the collection of games that I probably won't play. Oh, I tell you what, whilst I've been away, I got really into this Railway Empire thing. I didn't do any videos on it, I don't think, did I? No, I don't think so. But yeah, I got really into that, so I played that a lot. So yeah, whilst having the puppy, because if I'm not recording a video, I can stop and pause and play with the puppy and stuff. So I did actually play games, but I didn't do any recordings. Shall we get back to racing? We should do, shouldn't we? So yeah, I should have a look at some of these. I like this Rossi game, but if you ain't played it, the TT Isle of Man is absolutely amazing. I'm definitely going to have to do some videos on this, but you've got to get yourself in first person, so get right into the bike. The sensation of speed is incredible. It's so rewarding as well, because you're doing the proper track on the Isle of Man. Is it Snedfell? Something like that? Sneedfell? I can't remember. Something like that. Anyway, but I've been to the Isle of Man in 1982, when I was, 1982? Year the 20 pence came out. I used to collect coins, and the first 20 pence I saw was from the Isle of Man, with the little "Anyway You Throw Me, I Stand" 3-leg logo. And so that was something important to me in 1982 when I was 8 years old. Yeah, that's right. I was born in 1974. So yeah, I've been over there. It was a brilliant holiday. I loved it. I would go back. But yeah, this game, the TT Isle of Man Racing, it is brilliant. It is by far the best motorcycle racing game on the Xbox, by a long way. It really is. It's brilliant. I also bought MotoGP when it came out. I was waiting for it. I bought it when it came out, never played it, and then it went cheap, this one here. Then it went cheap, and I was thinking, bloody should have waited on that. Now, that is a lesson I need to learn, because I get excited, I buy a game when it comes out, I don't play it, then it either gets added to Game Pass, or it gets bloody added to Xbox Gold, and I could have got it a lot cheaper. What's in my queue at the moment? Let's have a little look. Dead Cells, what the fuck is that? I have no idea, but that is not priority over Final Fantasy VIII. I think it's just something that was on Xbox Game Pass, so I've downloaded it because it was free. This as well, Blair Witch. I'm going to have a bit of a crack on that and make some videos, see how it goes. I suggested my wife play it. She's terrified of horror films, absolutely. And when we watched Big with Tom Hanks, and it was on the bit where he's at the fair at the end of the pier on the machine, what's it called? The Mighty whatever his name is, I don't know. She looked at me a little bit worried. She says, "Is this a horror?" I was like, "No, it isn't." But the other day, I got her to watch Dusk Till Dawn, which I was like, well, I was amazed that she stuck it out. I was like, "This is a horror," and she was like, we'd got halfway through to the part that you know, and she was like, "This isn't a horror at all. It's like a thriller. There's no horror at all." And I was like, "Give it another 5 minutes." And then Salma Hayek came out and started dancing. I was like, in a moment it turns to horror and you might want me to switch it off. But she stuck it out till the end. I was quite proud of her. But that was only a couple of days ago, so I think give it a day or more and she'll be having nightmares about it. We did watch Scream and she had nightmares about that for days. And that was Scream, so, you know, what the hell? What's on these updates then? Oh, Red Dead Redemption 2. Awesome game, but I've not touched it. Let's get back to our race after that interlude. So, here we are. I've rewound on... Oh, yeah, I crashed into that rock, didn't I? So I've got to make sure I go over to the left. Here we go. Wish me luck. I do like how... Well, there's a lot of rocks. I like how when you do rewind... It goes slowly to begin with. It gives you a little bit of time to kind of adjust yourself and get back into it and remember what you were doing if you went off and started looking through the Xbox store and buying games whilst you was on pause. 27%. I'm in third place, feeling pretty confident that I can catch up. Oh, I've just bought Final Fantasy VIII. I forgot for a minute. Oh, I loved that game back in the day. I hope it's as special as it was, and I hope that when I'm playing, I'm like, oh, I forgot about this bit, and it's all fond memories and nostalgia of the early 90s, or whenever it was. Whee! Oh, you can move around in the air, because I moved then. I repositioned my vehicle a little bit. So you can move when you're in the air to stop yourself from crashing. Right, where's the road going to go? Is it going to go to the right? I'm not sure. Oh, there it goes. There. Okay, I've got it. Oh, we've got a tight bend. Let's get some handbrake. Try not to topple over in our golf buggy. Come on, you bitch. Got a little bit of glare, but isn't that beautiful? See, this is where the game's beautiful, when the sun comes out. I'm glad my cleaner didn't turn up today. I am half tempted to put the driver line back on. I don't like it. I don't like that driver line. I think they should make them a lot more subtle than they are. I really don't like them. But I'm not going to put it back on. But oh, he's going to sneak in front of me, you little bastard. Right, on that, not Audi TT, Isle of Man TT. On the Isle of Man TT game, you can have the driver line off, but you can have little signals at the top of the screen that tell you what the next corner is going to be. So that helps you a lot on how much you should slow down until you've learned the track. So yeah, I like that because I really don't like having the driver line on, so I have it switched off. But I have those little things. This is the guy I've got to beat, isn't it? Jackman. So that's the guy I've got to get in front of, so I'm going to make sure he doesn't get in front of me. We're on 91%, so as long as easy peasy. So this is on hard. So yeah, on the Isle of Man game, you can turn the driver line thing off, and you can have the little arrows at the top of the screen, a little bit like rally driving, that give you an idea of how sharp the next corner is.
Let's enjoy this race together, and don't be too sad. Off-Road Masters is back next week, always.
Right then, we are now level, 43 points each, but for some reason it's put me up top. We were in the same car, so that's quite nice that I won, because we were level. So, Mr. Andrew Jackman, prepare to be beaten in what I believe is the final? Yeah, that was 2 of 3, so this is the last one. I wish I could change my bloody car. Oh, we just got a Stratos. Very nice. Not that excited about the Land Cruiser. Well, that's the end of this coffee. I've got an entire jug downstairs, a coffee machine that makes 12 cups at a time that I'll be getting through within the next few hours. And this is the second of the day. So when I got up this morning at 6 o'clock, the coffee machine was on and full. My wife took one small cup of coffee, and the rest of the 12 cups I've already drank. I do drink a lot of coffee. So that's going to be probably about 24 cups before midday. That's that one done. So, let's see what we can do here. Unfortunately, I'm in the same little golf buggy as before, which is not nice. But I am confident. I'm going to keep it on hard setting because I want to win. And this dude who's level with me
There are those who come to enjoy peace and quiet on holiday, but we can assure you that is not us. Welcome.
Right, we've got to be... Oh, shit, it's night time. Right, thankfully, it is quite a miserable day today here in Colombia, so I can see the television nicely. I haven't got sun glare. Oh, I like how bright the checkpoints are in the dark. That's good. Way hey, cutting through the pack. Oh, I'm going to hit that. Oh, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. Oh, that was nice. That was just a little bit of showing off there. Oh, God, I can't see rocks. This is not going to be easy, is it? Oh, my God. Got to keep my eye on the mini-map. I think the driver line would probably be quite helpful in this situation. I'm doing all right. I'm 4th. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Seems like a reasonably short track. We're already 30% through. I'm not feeling quite so confident, given the severity of the night time. But they're all just here, look. There's no one really that far ahead. I'll tell you what, this seems to deal with the water a bit better than the KTM did. Oh, bugger. Right, I just thought that we could come around there on the right-hand side, but we can't. So yeah, this seems to deal with the water a bit better than the KTM did. It didn't seem to slow down as much as that. So maybe it's to do with you know, the thickness of your wheels, the drag, and maybe the ground clearance of the vehicle and all that kind of jazz. I doubt it. The game doesn't seem that sophisticated, so I doubt it. But here we go. Go on, go on. Oh, you little bastards. There he is, it's Chapman, so he ain't even first. So I just got to get in front of him, and then if I'm... Go on, you bitch. Get out of the way. Right, that's going to really help. That is really going to help. So I'm not going to do any rewinding, because Chapman's gone. So, I'm going to get more points than he is, and that is going to secure me the top slot. Even if I come in fourth. Well, I think so. No guarantees. We'll see. So hopefully he didn't recover from that very well. Because I'm pretty sure that he's not got a rewind. Oh, I'm sliding. Right. Still no Jackman. Yeah, come on, Baker. Get out of the way. Oh, what are we on? 74%, 75%. Get rid of if I can go round these guys instead of just getting stuck on the back of them, I think we get some progress. Oh, this looks good, this looks good. Pull it in, pull it in. Beauty. We're in first place. Oh yeah, we're in first place and we're near the end of the track. Lovely jubbly. Come on. That guy's too close, he's too close. Yes. Nice. I have no idea what I'm doing. Is that the end just there? I think it is. Yes, it is. And we are first. Beautiful. Not a lot of rewinding. Did I rewind once? I'm not sure.
Today's live broadcast has come to an end, Gravel Channel is always with you.
Look at
Go
that.
To our website.
He came second. Oh no, he didn't. It was Chapman, weren't it? He came sixth. So it wasn't Baker. So he came sixth. So I am first by a long way, 68 juicy points above his 51. So there we go. Katumi Stevens is the championship winner. What are we on? 37 minutes. Right. That is, I think, the end of the buggies. I enjoyed that. That was good. I liked the buggies. It's made me want to play Baja. Let's see what's next. So, we have now done... It jumps around a bit, this does. It's not right. When you come back in, it's all the way over here. But as soon as you touch it, it jumps back to where you were. So we've got 18 of 18 stars on the buggies. The Ice and Fire, as you know from the previous video, I sacked that off when we had that horrible checkpoint race. But I'm pretty sure I could just go in and do all the other races and not bother with those ones. And then possibly, if I really want to get 100% completion on the career mode, I could go in and do them at the end. Let's have a look. So we've got Armoured Operation, Colorado River, Off-Road Mixtape, or this ugly dude on the Stadium Circuit Master. So I think I've got to beat him to progress, but I don't care about him. I'm going to continue with some of these. So let's go with this Armoured Operation, which I assume is going to be in armoured vehicles. Let's see what we got in here then. So it looks like there's quite a few races in here. Oh no, I was expecting to go off to the left and have more. Tiny, tiny little track to begin with. We need to get first place to get 3 stars. So, not quite as generous as some of the earlier tracks. Whoa, look at this. Look at this. That's a beast. What else we got? I don't like these. Too boxy. The Growler. So, I know a couple of girls that had Growlers. Well, it's invisible, unfortunately, which makes it much more difficult to drive, so we're not going to bother with that. Oh, the game has crashed. I can't do anything, and the car is not loading. Come on. Let's press all the buttons. Control-Alt-Delete. What's that on a controller? Right, that's not working, is it? Oh, 33% already done on Thingy Bob. Let's go back in. Still not working, so we'll entertain ourselves in the shop. Not in there, in here. Right then. Final Fantasy's installing, that's good. There's 3 things downloading, not sure what the other 2... Oh yeah, it was Red Dead Redemption and some nonsense, wasn't it? Let's see what else is on sale. Let's get out of this. The Xbox fan has been whirring away very noisily in the background, so while I'm in here, the Xbox will cool down, and that might let Gravel work again. Probably won't, but it might. Right, so Squeenix then. What else is in here that we might fancy? No. I really hated this one. It was just way too cartoony. I didn't like 9 or... Well, it's kind of... I went from 8 to 10. I just didn't like 9 at all. Didn't really look at the others after that, up until 15. And I've only played the very beginning of 15. And I'm not impressed with it so far. But, yeah, I think nothing's capturing the magic of 8. And I'm hoping that playing 8 again will, but I doubt it. Right, that's all that jazz done then. Oh, hello. I've got some 360 games on offer as well. Final Fantasy 13-2. I've got Final Fantasy, this one. I've played it about halfway through and I've got a bit sick of it. So, I might get back into it. Might not. Oh, Lightning Returns. So another Final Fantasy 13 game. So there's a couple of spin-offs on 13. It's not, 13's not too bad. I might stick it out. If I stick it out, then I'll probably buy these 2 as well. Right. What's the other sale that's on at the moment? I think it's Rockstar, isn't it? So let's go back, have a look at that one. You know what? I don't own Grand Theft Auto 5. Isn't that amazing? I've played it a little bit, and I couldn't really get into it. And this was years ago when it very first came out, and I was with my ex. And she played it a bit, and I played it a little bit. And then when I left that relationship, I kind of gave her the Xbox. I just left everything at the house, and I wandered away by myself with no belongings. And when I got a new Xbox, I didn't bother buying it. But back then, I used to get stuff on disc, whereas now I don't. I just download everything, which I kind of have to do over here, because if I buy any discs here, they're not going to work. So they'll be a different format in Colombia compared to my Xbox, which is from England. Oh, I remember Bully. That was good. So, Rockstar Table Tennis. I really, really enjoyed San Andreas and Vice City. They were good. I've got L.A. Noire. I've not played it, but I did buy it. Not anything in here, really, then, is there? That's it. So, I don't know if you can hear that noise outside. It sounds like a load of cattle going by. It's like... It's the guy who used to do the horn that sounded like a donkey from, you may recall from my older videos. He's now got himself a new horn. So he still comes around the estate selling stuff from his little Jeep, but now he's got a new horn. We've also got an expansions sale. I've looked in this already. I was looking at a bit of the Conan stuff, but they hadn't got the things that I wanted, so I didn't bother. And it weren't that cheap either, really. It's not that much of a sale. Been tempted by Crash Team Racing on a 25% discount, but I don't know. Might buy it, might not buy it. So, Xbox game specials. Let's see what's going on in here. I wish they wouldn't put the add-ons in with all this stuff, or at least allow you to filter it. Can you filter it? No, you can't. Because they just take up too much room for when you're scrolling through it. Just to show the games and then the add-ons in a different place. Oh, I'm tempted with that. Oh, it's the season pass, it's not the game. I don't have Ride 3, but I am very tempted to buy it. I do like motorcycle racing games, but at the moment, nothing's coming close to the Isle of Man TT. Right, the Xbox fan has completely stopped now, so the Xbox is sufficiently cooled down. Shall we see if we can get back in our race? What else we got going on down here? Oh, I haven't looked at this yet. That guy with his horn, it is so stupid. The first time he come round, I honestly expected to look out the window and see someone walking a herd of cattle. But no, I don't live in quite that much of a rural area. Need for Speed Payback is on EA Access. EA Access is shit. I've got it, but it is shit. I mean, if you liked like American football or any of the other American sports that English people completely do not understand, or any of the UFC, whatever it's called, fighting things, then you'd probably absolutely love EA Sports. Not EA Sports, EA Access. But I don't like any of that stuff. So for me, EA Access is basically Skate 3 and The Sims. So I'm paying a subscription to play Skate 3 and The Sims. I get this every day. When I'm recording videos for my business, I can't really have that going on in the background. So when he turns up, he's here for sodding ages and I've just got to wait. Anyway, let's get back into Gravel. What? It's reset. It's gone back to the beginning. I hope this means I've still done that tournament and it's all saved. He presses his horn way too often, doesn't he? What he does, he drives around the estate, he stops his little Jeep, and then he gets out and he does that horn thing. And then people come up to him and he serves them whatever it is that he sells from the back of his Jeep, which is probably cocaine. I think it's either ice cream or soap, but I'm not sure. But I'm pretty sure it's one of those two things. But he presses the horn loads. Pretty much, if he's not serving somebody, he's constantly flicking that horn. And it's like he does it for ages, and then he just buggers off. I think it would be a lot more sensible if he turned up, he did the horn once, waited for 5 minutes, and then went. And after he's done that for a few days, people who live around here would know, the horn, better get down there quick so I don't miss out on my soapy ice cream before this dude buggers off to another estate. But the other thing as well, he stops right outside the apartment and he does it. And then after a few minutes, he drives along the street and does it again. He stops in a different place and does it again. But the distance between those two stops, I mean, you could walk it in about 15 seconds. It's like he doesn't drive to another set of apartments. He just goes along the street a little bit, stops and starts doing his horn again. So yeah, sometimes he's here for ages. I didn't press the menu button. What a maverick. I pressed the A button. So yeah, chew on that, Gravel. Couple of frame rate issues going on with the loading screen. All right, here we go. Let's see if I'm back where I was. So I've never looked in this bit, look, these weekly challenges or anything like that. I assume this downloadable content is stuff I've already got because I've got the Ultimate Edition. So there could be some extra stuff installed. Yeah, I've got all that stuff. This actual car here, I downloaded that the other day. I saw that there was a free car on the store, so I got that. But yeah, all this extra shit in here, it was all in the Ultimate thing when that was on sale in the thing. So the weekly challenges, I have never looked in here. We've got 5 days, 5 hours and 58 minutes left. It's such a shame that I didn't look in this in 3 minutes time. Week number 30, so I assume this is kind of like leaderboards type stuff. Let's have a little look. Oh, okay, so it's just one specific race that we would be doing. So I'm not going to do that. We got Time Attack, we've got Xbox Live. I didn't even notice that you could play this online. I'm sticking with this, which is like the single-player career mode. We got Free Race, which is a bit pointless, really. There's no sense of achievement in free races unless it's couch co-op with your mates, and you're pushing them off the track and they're getting angry and they're restarting. Right then, let's make sure it gave us what we had. So we had the King of Buggies, we got that. We just started looking in the armoured operation. But we are on 50 minutes on the video, so I'll tell you what, I'm going to call it a day on this one. I might do another one of these. I might actually stop the recording and then start another one straight away and jump into this. Or I might hang on for a bit for Final Fantasy to download and have a little crack on that for nostalgia's sake. Or I might do some work on the business because I was doing some this morning and it didn't work. But for now, I'm going to go and refill my coffee with my squeaky shoes and I'll see all you guys in the next video. You take care. I'm going to go buy some whatever it is that this dude sells. He's in a little Jeep that looks like from MASH. You know, it's one of those old Willys Jeeps. It's green, just like army green, and it's got like a big white star on the bonnet. And he's got like a parasol on the back, and then on the back is all open, and he's got like his things that he sells, whatever it is he sells out of. But it's just like an old Willys Jeep. It totally looks like someone from MASH driving around, especially with the big white star on the front. But yeah, and then his little horn, it's not in the actual vehicle. He has to get out, and on the bonnet he's got this horn, and he's got the switch next to it. So he stands next to the bonnet, just flicking the switch up and down. You can see him doing it. To do his new... It used to be a donkey. It sounded like a donkey that was being buggered. Now it is the sound of a herd of cattle being marched through the streets. But there we go. Anyway, see you all soon. You take care. Bye-de-bye.